What is up, my cubers? Welcome back to another Chill MTG video. We are diving into the vintage cube again. If you are here for cube content, you have come to the right place. All right, pick one, pack one. We do it all the time on Twitter, right? What is the pick here? I'm leaning towards one of these lands, like maybe the Tundra or the Tropical Island. Though I think Tundra is a little bit better because I think white is a little bit better. You could also pick one, pack one of balance and just kind of lean into balance that way. Let's pack one, pick one balance here and see what kind of deck we can build. There's a Hallowed Fountain, huh? So balance goes really well, right? With planeswalkers and artifacts. Don't know if I want to pick a 5 mana value Elspeth though. I'm kind of just looking at this Hallowed Fountain. There's also a Narset. We don't pick up the Hallowed Fountain now. We know we won't get any white-blue fixing, but we don't know if we are white-blue yet. But usually if you're playing artifacts of any sort, you're usually in blue because of Tolarian Academy. So I think I'm really just looking at Narset or Hallowed Fountain, and I'm going to pick the land here. Let's pick the land. Ooh, a lot of spicy ones in here. Mind Twist, pretty spicy. Jite, always spicy. Jite and Balance, not really a combo. So no blue cards in the pack. Interesting to note. Maybe we could do Cheons, right? Umezawa's Jite works well with Cheons, but Mind Twist is so good. So Jite or Mind Twist is kind of the question here. I'm going to take Jite. Our pick one, pack one balance not looking great. Liliana is a great pick there, but I think, so if we are Cheons, then Selfless Spirit is the correct call, but it's just not the strongest card, right? These Planeswalkers are a lot stronger. Let's take Lily here. It's either Lily or Evolved Sleeper. I mean, do we want to take a Cryptic Command? I don't know. None of our picks line up well with Cryptic Command right now, right? Like Jite is a creature card and Balance. I mean, you don't usually play Balance in a super control deck unless you have, again, we're only going Planeswalkers and artifacts. We'll take the Cryptic Command. We'll see if blue is open a little bit. There's a Relic Warder. There's also a Brazen Borrower and a Brainstorm. I do like the interaction on Brazen Borrower. Council's Judgment's another consideration for just getting rid of stuff. Let's take the Brazen Borrower here. I think it's a pretty good card. We could take Mystical Tutor. We could take Destroy Evil. I'm not really looking at Avacyn. Let's just take Mystical Tutor here, as we already have two pretty good spells to search up. Red, green, black, all looking pretty open. Like Imperial Recruiter is a really good card. Then there's Student. So how aggressive do we want to be? Like if we're playing Student, we're probably not playing Cryptic Command, right? All right, we'll take Student just on the power of white. We'll have to see how that pans out. There's a Shark Typhoon. I do like me some Shark Typhoon. And a Sun Titan and a Factor Fiction. All right, well, let's take Factor Fiction here. Got a lot of blue cards. Not sure quite what we're doing. We're not really building a balance deck quite yet. Balance is one of those cards that can get you out of some, almost unwinnable situations. The effect is just so unique in the vintage cube. Even if we're not completely optimized to run balance, like we'll probably still end up running it. Parallax Wave versus Elspeth, huh? Parallax Wave is another one of those cards. All right, we're going to take Parallax Wave. We're not really set up for Elspeth here. Pest Infestation's pretty good. We're not really in green. We're not really in red, so not much for us in that pack. Right now, we are just kind of like meh. We got some good white aggro cards like Jite, Dwarf Student, and Parallax Wave, and we got some blue control cards, so I'm still not sure what we're doing here. Okay, we can take a Selfless Spirit. Carries a Jite quite well, so does Student. We may just not be running this Cryptic Command, right? Maybe we're more base white, splash blue. Yeah, there's a Relic Order. So white cards coming around. White cards usually open. And so I would say from the way we started right now, like we're not running this Cryptic Command. Right now, Parallax Wave finds balance. I'm sorry, Mystical Tutor finds balance and Foth. So potentially not running Mystical Tutor either. All right, Maria. Yeah, not sure what you're doing in the cube, Maria. I don't know. You don't fit too well, in my opinion. All right, pack 2, pick 1. We just take Stoneforge here, right? Because we have the Jite. I don't need to do that. I like Revoker. I also like Click and Repeal in this deck, so we'll probably get one of those on the wheel. Let's move this Cryptic to Command and Mystic to the sideboard. So Elspeth's pretty nice. Yeah, I think we're Elspeth here. So we're kind of standard, right? We're like inching into a white deck with maybe just a little blue splash. Okay, so we have our choice here between Copter, O-Ring, and Git Probe, huh? I think we take Copter. It's pretty good. Ooh, and Thalia. Here's an Arid Mesa, though, to fetch out our Hallowed Fountain. I'm going to take Thalia, though. We can get another fetch that can search up our white-blue land. Thraben Inspector. It's J-Bro's favorite. Get in the deck, Thraben Inspector. Ooh. Elishnorn, right? So temporary lockdown. Not good for us, I don't think. Each non-land permanent. That's like most of our stuff. Let's take Sower here. So I may play Elishnorn as well. Watch me. Ooh. Man, I like a lot of these cards. There's Library, there's Caracas, Recruiter, and Ballista. We just take Library here, right? I'm going to try it. Skyclave? Yeah, this is why you play white, right? Like, look at these wheels. This is insane. So I guess that was pick 8 of this pack. I don't think we want Wrath, right? We're not playing any of these other cards, so okay. Yeah, we can take a Winds here. It's another spell for us. Not a huge fan of Winds, though. The land is not nothing. We just take a Port here. Not taking Eladrami's call, or are we taking a Karmic Guide? I guess we take Port, though I don't want any more colorless lands. Show and Tell. No. There's a Recruiter of the Guard. Nice. Super stoked for that pick. Recruiter gets, I think, every one of our creatures except for Wall of Opens, which we may not be playing. All right. There's a Mentor, a Preordain, and a Monastery. So I think we can take Monastery Mentor here. I think we're definitely a Monastery Mentor deck. I do like Counterspell, but we're mostly white. So let's take Mentor here. Take this wall out. We're the aggressor. Don't overbalance either, right? All right, well, so there's our Windswept Heath. Ooh, there's also a Steel Seraph. I want this Steel Seraph. I'm going to take Windswept Heath just to fetch out our Hallowed Fountain. I hope that Seraph wheels. Yep, we'll take a Flicker Wisp here. Think over Jace. Just balance. Put our pick 1, pack 1 in the sideboard. We just take Consider here. Could also take Bauble or a Fiend's Tower. I don't really want to take a top land right now. So I think the choice is either Consider or Bauble. Let's take Bauble here. We don't really have any graveyard synergy, so I'm going to take Bauble. Unfortunately, we are not into Loris yet. I will take another 2-drop, however. And another 4-mana value Planeswalker. And Adeline. All right. I'm going to take out Sower here because it's double blue. Right now, this is our deck. I don't think we need any of these. Like, we're not going to be running enough islands to play Gush, so we'll take Elspeth, but she's not going to make the deck. We can splash Knight off of our Temple Garden, potentially. I don't like Ravages. Like, we could take Ravages over the Factor, like, instead of Factor Fiction. Suppose that's the play. Not playing any of these. Wow, we got Rafi. I'm gonna take Unlicensed Hearse for the sideboard, I think. No, let's take Rafine's Tower. That's fine. We just take Horizon Canopy for the card draw here. All right. Think this is the deck. All right, here is the deck. We are a white-blue Cheon's deck, but we got Jite and Stoneforge Mystic. Gonna look to get in there, do some damage with Monastery Mentor. I'm excited to try out Mishra's Bauble for the first time in Cube, and we'll see if we can just get there on the back of these effective and efficient creatures and planeswalkers. So with that, let's jump into the league and try to earn a trophy. All right, welcome to match 1. We are on the draw against Olan Johnson, and this is a keepable hand. We got turn 1 Thraben, cannot lose, right? We'll go turn 1 Thraben into Thalia most likely. All right, up against black. All right, another land, not ideal, but Thraben will help us out as we can draw off the clue. And we'll pass the turn back. Entomb. Okay, so we're up against Reanimator. This is where a Karakas pick would have been awesome instead of Library. They get Archon. Well, Karakas no good against Archon, so we shall see. We'll still plan to get a turn 2 Thalia down. And our only answer to a resolved Archon would be something like a Parallax Wave, unfortunately. Because we didn't get any of the good interaction with, like, right, instant speed removal spells. Exhume. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're up against Archon. How do we get out of this here? I guess we can Winds of Abandon. Yeah, Winds of Abandon is kind of our out here. So I'm going to try to dig for that. There's no sense in playing a creature, as by playing a creature, we'll just have to sacrifice it to the Archon. All right, we'll pass the turn. We're going to get 2 looks here for wins. We'll just ditch another land. Archon is a beating. That's why I think this card is better than Grizzlebrand. Just ends the game quickly. Fimage. Ooh, I don't know if we can beat a Fimage. Oh, poop, and I forgot to... Oh, well, we drew Winds of Abandon. How about that? But we're dead anyways. Had we not had them Fimage their Archon, we would have survived. All right, well, we will concede that game. All right, game 2, up against Reanimator. All right, we have Winds in our hand, so I'm going to keep this. And we'll plan to just Windswept Heath for our Triome. That was so close that first game. All right, let's go get our Triome. Don't want to draw it. Would love a 2-drop here. Brazen Borrower. Okay, also not bad. So we'll shock in the Triome here, or the Hallowed Fountain. Just to have Brazen Borrower up. It's worth the 2 life. All right, yep, our opponent passes. It's kind of what I expected. Good on mana. We'll get down an Eidolon, which feels bad turn 3 with no attackers, but it's fine. We'll pass it back. Entomb again, huh? Back to Archon. Well, man, I wish I had a second creature out, right? We do have the answer to Archon, however. Yep. All right. So Archon's back up. We'll ditch a land. All right, we'll Petty Theft the Archon back to their hand. And we'll pass the turn. This will make them at least have to discard it again. I'll probably crack the Horizon Canopy here, end of our opponent's turn. Empiric Tutor, huh? Yeah, we're definitely going to need to keep at least 2 cards in hand in case they get Archon down, because I cannot discard this Winds of Abandon. Opponent puts Grave Titan and Archon in their graveyard. They animate dead. Dang, they're doing it. Animate dead Grizzlebrand. Yeah. All right, let's draw. Jite. All right. So we'll just get rid of that. And then we will cast War Student and just level up one time. Still got to dodge this Archon in the graveyard. So if we draw a land next turn, we can get in with Jite because we can level up Student to a 3/3 first strike. Recurring Nightmare. All right, that's just going to be game. Let's head into round 2. All right, we are in match 2. We are on the play. Let's keep this hand. It's a little slower, but we have Bobble. Let's lead out Hallowed Fountain tapped and Bobble. And just see what our opponent is drawing here. Time Warp, okay? Kind of cool to know about. And we'll draw a card off the Bobble. Rafine's Tower. All right. I kind of wanted to start porting our opponent here, though. Ooh. Well, I guess we'll Relic Order to start with. That was a great draw. All right, Bobble doing work there, getting us down to a Relic Order. We'll take that Sensei's Top. And now we can start porting. Ooh, a 2/2. Well, we're going to Skyclave Apparition that. Yep, we'll lose some life here. Our opponent's red-blue aggressive stuff, looks like. But we got 4 mana and some 4 mana Planeswalkers, so I'm liking our position. I'm like that we are on the play a lot more than on the draw against this opponent. Yep, I'll take Eidolon and we'll get in there. And pass it back. Krark, huh? All right. I guess Rafine's Tower is going to come down tapped. And I guess we'll just start smashing here. With the Relic Order, we'll Soul Bond with the Paladin here. See if they want to block. Be pretty cool if our opponent starts flipping coins for Time Warp. There are a couple blue mana short, however. All right. One more blue mana, they can start flipping coins for Time Warp. Koth. All right. Well, Koth we can take care of. Because we can jump with our Elspeth, which is pretty cool. We can also just Gideon Emblem. No, I like playing Elspeth here. They flip coins and take 2 turns, like, good on them. Okay, so they quit there. We could have done 10 in the air. I was going to just kill Koth, though, and get in, so. All right, game 2, up a game. This hand is not really keepable. Thalia turns off our own Jite. This hand's better. I want all these cards, though. We'll keep. We'll put an island back. Get a little greedy here. Hope to draw some more lands. We'll just lead out Bobble again. Relic Order. All right. So, Hallowed Fountain tapped. Bobble. See what our opponent's got going on. Mountain next. Okay. Pretty nice little cycler there from out of Bobble. You draw another land, so that's good. We'll just slam Thalia next turn unless they play an artifact right now. No artifact. Okay. All right, Thalia's coming down. That will tax our Gideon a little bit, but I think it's worth it here. And no plays from the opponent. Interesting. All right, we'll get Rafine's tower down. Student was a great draw, as we can level it up here. Always got to remember students' level abilities as sorcery, as all level abilities are. Just when you compare something like Evolved Sleeper, which is an activated ability, not a level ability, Evolved Sleeper, you can do it instant speed. So good thing to keep in mind. You got to use student on your turn. All right, opponent's just not doing anything. So unfortunately, you cannot cast Gideon because of our own. So we'll just level up the student here one time, and we can Shark Typhoon. Our opponent's got to be doing something here. Nope. All right. Pass it back. These games going much better. Glorybringer. All right. Guess they'll exert, I'm assuming. Yep. Exerting on what? On the Thalia. Okay. That'll happen. I don't know if exerting was the right move there, because, like, we're going to do some damage. It's a good draw. Port, also a good draw. So we can't level up. We don't have enough white here to level up to a 4/4 double strike. Well, so we're going to play Gideon. And because they can't attack next turn with the Glorybringer, I'm just going to make a Knight token and plan to downtick next turn on Gideon for the emblem. So we'll have 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. We have exactly lethal with a Gideon emblem. Heck, we may just attack with Gideon next turn. Maybe that's the better move. Let's see what our opponent does here. I mean, they kept their hand for a reason. Rolling Earthquake. Wow. Okay, well, let's check this out, though, shall we? Plus on Gideon. And then let's equip the Jite to the Gideon, and then we can port them. Oh, and they just quit. Okay, well, we didn't have lethal quite yet, but we'll take it. All right, match 3, we're on the play, and we have a turn 1 library. Why we drafted it, right? So let's see how this is going to work out for us. It's okay, because our hand's a little slower. We'll lead out library and pass. My plan is to port our opponent for as long as possible here, since our hand is a little slower. Zayatori's Proving Ground. Okay, that's what? Black, red, green? Ooh, interesting. Well, we're still going to draw off library here. We'll play port. The hard part with library is knowing when to stop drawing. Okay, our opponent just played a mana crypt, so now they got 4 mana. Sneak attack. Load. Okay, so port's not doing anything anymore. What are they sneaking in? Wow. Wow. What a game. That was crazy. All right, game 2, we will be on the play again. We keep this with Recruiter. Is that like good enough? What do we get with Recruiter? We get Relic Order, right? All right, I'm going to keep this. We need to draw some action. Lead out Heath. Thin the deck here. Brazen Borrow is also an answer to what they're doing, but it's not that great. Okay, Plains not ideal. Okay, Zagoth Triumph. I'll take a Bauble. It's fine. I wish I drew the card now, though. All right, they have a Braid. Good to know about. Does that change what we want to get? Like, we're going to get something here. Knowing they have a Braid. Do we just Thalia? We had Danto. No, we're going to get Brazen Borrower, as it's just a way to interact with Sneak Attack. Thraben, okay. Mountain from the opponent. Demonic Tutor, that's scary. Super scary. Thraben's good because it's 2 defense, so we can take a hit from their Blightsteel by blocking. Ooh, Mana Crypt, all right. We get another turn here, okay. Thalia hurts us though, right? So I'm not going to play Thalia yet. And this lets us draw on our end step if we need to. We don't need a Brazen or anything. Play Blightsteel, we'll just let it happen and we'll block with the Thraben. Maelstrom Pulse, huh? Well, we could save it. No, we can't. Because can't Brazen Borrow your own thing. All right, let's draw. Fort, huh? Fort and Flicker Wisp. So we could Flicker Wisp Recruiter again. And go get what? Okay, I'm going to go get Relic Warder, I think. Should have done this post-combat, so bad on us. Missing out on a point of damage. Punt. Mark it. I'm not going to attack with the Thraben Inspector, as I want to block a Blightsteel with it. Let's actually get Apparition. And that way we can Apparition their Sneak Attack. Fury, huh? It's pretty good. Good old Fury. So now we need to keep Brazen Borrower up. So I'm just going to take their Mana Crypt here, and if we can block with Skyclave and they'll get nothing back. Fury is definitely a problem. Our opponent's still got 6 cards in hand. Yep. We will just block with the Apparition here. Still a 1-for-1, and we saved 6 life. Pretty good. All right, Thalia will come down. I'm going to tap their Proving Ground. Raid, huh? Yep, need to find an answer for this Fury. We have stuff. Yeah, this deck really needs like Swords to Plowshares. Path to Exile. We can take one more hit from this Fury. Yep. Come on, deck. Dang it, deck. Golly. Just need an answer here to this Fury. Come on. We're probably just dead. Yeah, Rolling Earthquake for 1. All right. Yeah, we were in a bind there. Probably punted a few times. Sometimes you play the Vintage Cube, and sometimes the Vintage Cube plays you. So anyways, thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling with me here. Don't touch that dial, and let's keep cubing.